Right, so your washing machine is leaking water underneath. You see the water flowing underneath the washing machine, especially when it is doing the spin cycle. And I'm going to quickly show you how to solve this problem. Right, so I've got to open the back of the machine to fix this water leak. Make sure the water taps are off. So switch off the water coming into the machine and just loosen these. These should be hand tight. Water may still come out as you open it. A little bit of water. There we go. It's best to have the machine off when you're working on it, so you can even unplug it. This particular machine just got a clip here that comes off like that, and then there's a few screws, 4 screws to get this back cover off. Right, so here you can actually see it's wet. There's even drip marks here, and what's happened is there's this you can depress that can come off like that, and I can actually see this thing is completely loose. I mean, look at that. This thing, look at that, it's got no suction at all. So even though I press this clip on here, you know, when this thing is moving around like that, you can easily imagine that water could come out. So you could get a new pipe. This looks a bit fatigued. It's also quite tight here. So this machine is moving around. I feel like this pipe has been inserted a bit too short. So I'm going to just pull this pipe down. There are some clips that have to be released to get this pipe to move. Right, now I'm just going to loosen this pipe. So you just have to press on the side there. You'll see there's 2 little wings there that have to be pressed. Now I just need to shift this so that this pipe can go down. It seems a little bit tight there. Now that'll help. Right, this can be replaced with a clamp. If you don't have that, you could use a cable tie, although I really recommend you use a clamp. Oh yeah, just get that. Right, so there you can see I've put the cable tie. It's fairly tight. I've left this tab here because you might want to tighten it in future. Maybe it seats nicely and then you can just re-tighten it. So all you'll do is you'll pull on the pliers and you'll pull on that tab. Now if you have a look at it, you can see that it is tight, and look at this pipe. You can see I'm twisting the pipe, but it's not moving over there. So I think that this is actually fixed now. It's fastening nicely onto this plastic. Obviously, as I said, the correct way would be to use a clamp, but just careful, don't over tighten these things. This is plastic. Ideally you get a new pipe here, and then this rubber would be all nice and elastic like it was brand new, and it would sit tightly on this pipe feeding out to the drain. So I've used a cable tie instead because I don't feel like changing the pipe. Ideally, if you could, you can also use a clamp. That's probably even better. Just keeping in mind that this is plastic. You don't want to put it under too much pressure. That's one of the reasons why I just use a cable tie. And also, a lot of people have cable ties around the home. Now, they were just using a clip like this. So it's obviously designed that it doesn't need to be very tight. I'm just going to put this clip back here because I don't want it to rattle. So there we go. So that's just put there just so that it doesn't rattle. And what you can see is that it obviously was quite tight, because I mean, look at that. These are probably close to tearing. Maybe in a couple of months they might tear, and I might have to get a new pipe anyway. But I also think that part of this problem is that the person had tightened this pipe too much and didn't have enough room, or this machine is moving too much. And now I'll show you the machine working without it leaking water anymore.